Hello, my name is Dan McGookey and welcome to this week's version of Foreclosure Stories. This week's version is what we've entitled Putting Your Foot Down, and it's a story of Les. Les is a client who came in to see us in April of 2012, and his situation was pretty desperate. He was actually current on his mortgage payments at that point in time, and certainly not in foreclosure, but at 60, he was in his young 60s, and he was working a tremendous amount of time, overtime, just to meet his monthly mortgage expense, which was over $1,000 a month. His mortgage loan was in the amount of $125,000. So Les was pretty much a ticking time bomb. I mean, he was working 50 to 60 hours hours a week, and he couldn't sustain that situation, and he had no money left over. He had to work that much just to meet his mortgage expense. Now, like we see so often, Les was a candidate and did qualify from our calculations. In fact, we had no doubt about it that he qualified for HAMP. So that after he initially came to see us, he made a decision, which I always let clients make their own decision on this. I don't recommend it. That we don't recommend that they do it, but I explain the ins and outs and then let them make their own decision. He made a calculated decision to stop making his mortgage payment of over $1,000 a month. He cut back his work time because of his health issues and his age, and as a result, it took a while. It took about a year, but the good news is he qualified for HAMP, and the great news, he got great mortgage relief. Let me just give you the numbers, if I may. His original payment when he came in the door to see us was his payment of monthly principal, interest, taxes, and insurance was $1,052 a month. Now, under his HAMP modification, his modified loan, his payment is $529 a month, a 50% reduction in his payment. If you consider just his monthly payment of principal and interest only, now taxes and insurance are what they are, they're not reduced in any loan modification. If you consider his monthly reduction, or his reduction in his monthly principal and interest payment, the figures are even more dramatic. His principal and interest component of his payment was $916, and now after the mortgage modification, it's been reduced to $393. That's a 62% reduction in his monthly payment of principal and interest. His interest payment is probably the most telling, and his interest rate was 9.95%, almost 10% under his former mortgage, and now under HAMP it's been reduced to 3.875. So the figures speak for themselves. Because Les was willing to put his foot down with his bank and say, you need to give me, under the facts of my situation, you need to follow the law and give me mortgage relief under HAMP. After a struggle, he was able to reach his goal. Now, Les will no doubt be able to stay safely in his home for the rest of his life, and that's what we call mission accomplished. Thank you, and stay tuned and visit us again the next time at Foreclosure Stories.